Let me reveal 3 easy-to-use tips and techniques I use daily to double or even triple my click-through rate in Google Ads. The best part is that you can also start using these tips today, so make sure to stick to the end where I show you the most effective technique that doesn't even involve Google Ads. These tips and techniques can be applied to any account, both small and large. The principles stay the same. Here you can see a couple of my clients for whom I've implemented these techniques to double and triple the click-through rate. As you can see, we have had a healthy and steady increase in click-through rate over time as we implemented these techniques. If we haven't met before, my name is Johan Karlberger. I help businesses and individuals achieve Google Ads success. Now back to the video. So why is it important to focus on the click-through rate when other metrics such as conversion rate, cost per lead, or return on ad spend can also be improved? One of the foundations that Google uses to understand the relevancy of my ads and set the correct ad rank is the click-through rate. The higher your click-through rate, the easier it is for Google to get the click and in return get paid. Improving the click-through rate is one of my highest priorities in a Google Ads account because a better click-through rate will also increase overall ad effectiveness. With a higher ad rank, my click cost will decrease as Google rewards me for it and prioritizes my ad before the competitors. As a result, that would mean a lower cost per conversion or higher ROAS. The higher click-through rate also means more people in the available market click on my ad instead of the competition. This will lead to more people joining my business and becoming my next customer. Seeing my click-through rate increase over time is an excellent benchmark for knowing that my ads resonate better with my target audience, and optimizing them should be your top priority. Before we continue with this video, if you are running a business and you struggle to manage your own Google Ads account yourself, I have developed a one-on-one coaching program where we will hold your hand and teach you how to run your Google Ads account profitably and consistently with the help of our dynamic coaching protocol. If you want to learn more on how to get started, you can check the description below. All right, let's start with the first tip, which is to do search term audits on your search campaigns. Search term audits involves going through the search terms that your keywords and ads have triggered for and making sure to add the irrelevant ones as negative keywords. Doing this will ensure your ads no longer show up for irrelevant searches and impressions, improving the click-through rate. This also directly improves ad spend by removing unnecessary clicks. If you didn't already know this, the keywords you choose to target in your search campaigns are intent-based. That means that your targeted keywords can have your ads shown for people searching for things that are more or less relevant to your keywords. A way to control this is to use keyword match types. Let's move over to a screen share so I can show you how to find and eliminate these unnecessary search terms in your search campaigns. All right, so here we are inside of my Google Ads account, and let me show you where you can find negative keywords and how you can remove search terms from your search campaigns. Start by clicking campaigns, and then you will go down to insights and reports, and you will find the search terms menu. Click there. When you get in here, first of all, you can see that this is looking at the campaign level, but what I can do is also go into specific ad groups and look at those specific search terms as well. But since this campaign is only having one ad group, we will just look at the campaign level because it's the same thing. So what you see here is a list of all the exact search terms that people have been searching that these ads inside of this campaign have triggered for. And as you can see, for this specific time frame, which is 14 days, it is 101 different search terms. And it's definitely not uncommon for people to have as many as 1,500, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 different search terms for a campaign for any given time period, depending on the budget and how many broad match keywords and everything that's included inside of that campaign. So what you can do here now with this list is to start going through search terms that you feel are not relevant to what you are advertising for the specific campaign or the specific ad group. And what I can do here right now is to click add as negative keyword. I can then decide if I want to remove them on the ad group level, on the campaign level, or add them to a negative keyword list. For this case, we're going to select the campaign level and we're going to save it, and voila, you can see that that these keywords are now excluded. That means that if people are searching for effective Google ads, for example, my ads will no longer trigger for that specific search term. You can imagine doing this 2 to 3 times a week and eliminating hundreds, if not thousands, of different unnecessary search terms. You will be over time reducing the amount of unnecessary clicks and unnecessary impressions, and therefore increasing your click-through rate and also boosting your conversions and your cost per conversion. Now you know how to perform search term audits. How often you should do them depends on the campaign's age. For a brand new search campaign, you should do them at least 2 to 3 times a week. Once you see the search terms aligning more with your targeting, you can decrease the frequency to once a week or every other week. The second tip is to use dynamic keyword insertion for your search ads. This is super powerful for increasing relevancy in the ads by dynamically inserting the targeted keyword responsible for triggering your ads for the user's search query. Let's pretend that I am targeting the keyword lawn mowing services for my search campaign. This keyword triggers when a user searches for the query lawn mowing services near me. My headline will be represented by the targeted keyword, making it much closely related to the user search. Research shows that users are far more likely to click a search engine result if the keyword they search for repeats itself in the search result titles. So implementing dynamic keyword insertion can sometimes instantly double or even triple the click-through rate on specific keywords, making it a straightforward, cheap and effective option for search campaigns to improve performance. Next, we have the neighbor of keyword insertion, which is dynamic location insertion. It dynamically inserts the user's location performing the search query, making it a powerful tool for service businesses wanting to combine their near me types of searches with the user's actual location. Let's shift to a screen share again, and I will show you where to find these dynamic headline options. To get started with dynamic keyword insertion and dynamic location insertion for your ads, you have to go into campaigns, and then under your campaign tab, you will find ads. So go to that one, and you can see right here, I have one ad for this specific ad group. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go inside of this ad. Here you can see for the headlines, I am targeting at least one keyword, which is lawn mowing service. So what I can do now with dynamic keyword insertion is I'm going to remove this specific headline, and I'm going to do a curly bracket. And then you can see we have 3 options. We have keyword insertion, we also have something called a countdown, and we also have location insertion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click keyword insertion, and then we have a default text that we can add in for this specific keyword insertion. And I'm going to use the lawn mowing service you just saw before. And I'm going to use title casing because that enables us to have a large capital letter for each word. So LMS will be capital letters. Then we click apply, and now you can see it says keyword and then lawn mowing services or lawn mowing service. This will be the default keyword. So whenever someone searches for a search term that would trigger a targeted keyword that is too long to have in your ads, it will be replaced with this one instead. So there's always something to be added to the headlines. Now, usually what I do is I pin this to position 1 to make sure that I am targeting the keyword in the position 1. So here you can see it says tree removal service, and then if we switch ad, it says same day lawn mowing, it says tree removal service. All of those keywords or those headlines are actually keywords that I'm targeting for this specific ad group that this ad resides in. So this makes it very powerful to make sure you are showing up for as closely resembled keywords as possible when people are searching for your services and your targeted keywords are triggered for that. The next one is dynamic location insertion. And what that does is it adds in the user's location into the headline. So that makes it very powerful for businesses doing near me types of searches for local service businesses. So let's say we're doing the lawn mowing service again. What we can do is we can write mowing in, and then we do the curly brackets like so, and then we do the location insertion. And usually what we choose here is the city if it's a local service business, but you can also use state or country, for example, if you're targeting much larger areas. areas. Let's pretend that we are targeting New York here, so we can add a default text of New York. But what happens when we do the city location format is that it's going to be adding in other more closely related places. Now here you can see it says mowing in Sassenberg. Let's see, Hualpen, Francavilla, Almare. So these are just examples. So you can see it says mowing in, just like a road over here, and then comes the location, and that is dynamically inserted depending on where the user is actually sitting or residing when it's doing the search. So that makes it quite powerful for people to make the ad more relevant if the geographic area is something that is important for the ad. The third and last tip, the most powerful technique for improving your click-through rate and conversion rates, is to improve your copywriting. The ads are what your potential customers see, so they must balance keyword focus, some form of call to action or urgency, and emotional triggers that will make people stop scrolling and click your ad. If your total time spent on your search campaign is 100%, 60 to 70% should be devoted to improving and split testing your ad copy to improve the click-through and conversion rates. The rest will be spent on negative keywords, ad group structures, and the other optimizations such as locations, demographic, audiences, etc. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and good luck implementing these techniques, and I look forward to seeing you in my other videos.